dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit ParumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the road, or visit ParumpCars.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio, and now streaming at KPVM.TV. I'm David Preston.
And I'm Roy Rossell on this Friday, February 9th.
The identities of the Marines who died during a helicopter crash on Wednesday are now released. RJ Camacho has this story.
The identities of the 5 Marines who were killed when their helicopter crashed while they were en route to California from an airbase outside of Las Vegas have been identified. The Marines are as follows. Lance Corporal Donovan Davis, who was 21 years old. He was from Olathe, Kansas, and was a CH-53E helicopter crew chief. Sergeant Alec Langan was 23 years old. He was from Chandler, Arizona, and was also a CH-53E helicopter crew chief. Captain Benjamin Moulton, age 27, was from Emmett, Idaho. He was a CH-53E helicopter pilot. Captain Jack Casey, age 26, from Dover, New Hampshire, who was also a CH-53E helicopter pilot. And lastly, Captain Miguel Nava, who was 28 years old. He was from Traverse City in Michigan and was a CH-53E helicopter pilot. All 5 of the deceased Marines were based in Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in San Diego County, California. They were also a part of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing. Currently, it is still unclear as to what exactly caused the crash. However, the Marine Corps have stated that the 5 were conducting routine flight training at the time of the mishap. This investigation is still ongoing.
News 25 sends our condolences to the families of the Marines who perished in this crash. May they rest in peace.
A man is arrested for climbing the Las Vegas Sphere in Las Vegas on Thursday in protest of abortions.
A man in Vegas has been arrested after climbing to the top of the Sphere, according to officers. Maison Deschamps was allegedly seen taking steps across the top of the Sphere before descending back into the exosphere, which is the array of LED panels that cover the entire venue. According to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, the climber was taken into custody and people were asked to avoid the area. Apparently, Deschamps is an urban climber who regularly scales tall buildings across the U.S. in protest of abortion. He was booked into the Clark County Detention Center under a multitude of charges, which includes destroying the property of another and conspiracy to destroy private property. However, this is not Deschamps' first run-in with the law, as he was previously arrested back in 2021 for scaling a high-rise.
The First in the West caucus took place Thursday night throughout Nevada. News 25 covered the Nye County caucus here in Pahrump. Chairman Leo Blundo tells us all about it.
Hi, this is Chairman Leo Blundo of the Nye County Republican Party, and we just want to report in that we're having a very successful caucus. We have phenomenal turnout. We don't have numbers yet, but I would venture to guess that we're in the thousands at this point. We're very happy with the results. To my right is our Vice Chair, Deborah Thomas, and to my left is my wife, Melissa Blundo. And again, we're having a very successful caucus. This is what it's all about. People are coming out for Trump in the hordes, and it's wonderful. This is what getting people active, involved, and engaged in the party is. If you go to NYGOP, you can sign up for our emails on the website. We'll be having precinct meetings and county convention coming up soon. We need to see you get involved, just like everybody who came down here get involved. Again, nygop.org, and sign up for the emails direct from the party. And here's to a successful caucus and Trump winning in 2024.
Out of approximately 60,100 votes cast at the Republican caucus throughout Nevada on Thursday evening, 59,545 votes were cast for Donald J. Trump, and 536 votes were cast for Ryan Binkley. Trump leads the caucus votes by 99.1%.
In international news, airstrikes in the Gaza Strip have led to the death of 22 people. Meanwhile, Israel plans to evacuate the people of Rafah before their ground invasion. RJ Camacho has more on this story.
On February 9th, airstrikes that were conducted by Israel resulted in the death of nearly 22 people, according to hospital officials. Additionally, these deaths include women and children. The strikes hit the town of Rafah, which borders with Egypt, the central towns of Zuwaida and Deir el-Balah. According to reports, the strikes in Rafah hit a residential building that resulted in the death of 8 people. Additionally, the strikes also hit a kindergarten that was turned into a shelter as well. The strike on the kindergarten turned shelter resulted in the death of 5 people in the central town of Zuwaida. Additionally, 9 people were killed in the town of Deir el-Balah. In response to this, President Joe Biden has commented on Israel's conduct of the war, stating that, "I am of the view, as you know, that the conduct of the response in the Gaza Strip has been over the top." He additionally stated that he is working hard to push forth a hostage ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. According to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli military has been ordered to prepare a plan to evacuate the population of Rafah before ground forces invade the southern Gaza town. According to Israel, Rafah is the last remaining stronghold for Hamas. However, approximately 1.5 million Palestinians have fled there after the north was bombarded by airstrikes early on in the war. Netanyahu has also added that a massive operation is needed in the town of Rafah. However, the Prime Minister has been facing criticism due to the town bordering with Egypt, and Egypt has warned that should Israel deploy troops on the border between Egypt and Gaza, this would violate their peace treaty between them and Israel. Meanwhile, the UNICEF has called on all parties to refrain from any sort of military escalation within the town of Rafah. They have issued this warning due to the over 600,000 children within the area, many of which are those who have been displaced since the war began when they fled there from Gaza City. UNICEF Executive Director Catherine Russell went on to state that, "We need Gaza's last remaining hospitals, shelters, markets, and water system to stay functional. Without them, hunger and disease will skyrocket, taking more child lives." International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies have also called upon more aid to be let into the Gaza Strip. Kate Forbes, who's an official with the Red Cross, spoke on how this is the biggest humanitarian crisis she has seen in the 43 years of her working in the humanitarian sector. She also went on to state that the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies are, quote, "geared up to give more aid as soon as possible." Lastly, an operation that was conducted last month on January 29th by Israel may have been a war crime according to independent UN human rights experts. The operation in question is when 3 Israeli soldiers dressed up as women and infiltrated the Ibn Sina hospital and killed 3 Hamas militants who were hiding out within it. According to Israel's military, one of the 3 militants was planning an imminent attack. The UN human rights experts stated that if the operation was in a territory that Israel had control over, they would have been entitled to arrest or detain the individuals. However, they went on to state that Israel instead chose to murder them, quote, "in flagrant violation of their right to life." They stated as well that under international humanitarian law, killing a defenseless injured patient who is being treated in a hospital amounts to a war crime. crime. Israel has been called to investigate the incident and prosecute those responsible. However, the country has yet to respond.
After the break, we have a story on a protest that took place here in Pahrump this morning. You are watching News 25.
It's only a headache.
Until it's not.
It's only a sore back.
Until it's not.
Minor injuries can turn into something much worse after a few days.
We'll get you to the right doctor for any injuries after a car wreck.
One call, that's all.
Call 877-1500.
When you need equipment for your home or construction project, choose United Rentals of Pahrump. Your local leader for all major brands of parts and merchandise. They will beat any advertised price, no questions asked. Whether you want to buy or rent equipment, they have it all. With 24-hour support and service, from job site to backyard, they have you covered. Give them a call at 775-990-4260. That's 775-990-4260. Or visit them at 4377 East Standing Line Road in Pahrump. Work United.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie.
On the road again.
To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
Welcome to Gold Standard X, your reliable partner for gold and silver asset diversification. We offer alternatives with precious metals, rare coins, and sets to combat uncertainty. Call 1-800-265-1246 or visit goldstandardx.com.
Pahrump has a new fitness club, Living Free Gym, conveniently located in the middle of Pahrump at 301 Oxbow Avenue. Super simple plans with amazing value. No contracts or add-on fees. We have a full complement of cardio, strength training, and functional training equipment to get you in shape or take you to the next level. Looking for a professional, clean, and friendly club atmosphere? Then Living Free Gym is for you. Open Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Join Living Free Gym today, 775-505-3877.
Looking for someone to maintain your landscape from weeds to trimming to mowing your yard? Green Ranch Landscape offers many different landscape services, commercial and residential maintenance. Call today at 775-727-8512 or visit us at greenranchlandscape.com.
Our community is in crisis and our animals need you. Lerner and Rowe is asking you to join them in supporting Nevada SPCA by adopting a pet in need and donating. Go to nevadaspca.org now.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Tower Pizza, voted best pizza in Pahrump 2023. Give them a call at 775-537-2211, 775-537-2211, or visit the website www.towerpizzanv.com.
And welcome back to News 25. In our next story, this may be sensitive to some of our viewers. If you traveled to the center of town between 10 a.m. and 12 noon today, you probably noticed a protest on the corner of Pahrump Nugget and Highway 372 in progress. News 25 caught up with David Atkinson to tell us more.
We're the Bloodstained Men. We're a non-profit 501c3. We're here on a week-long tour of southern Nevada to spread foreskin awareness and prevent violence against children. We do not want future generations to suffer the same act of violence that was inflicted on us when we were too young to defend ourselves. The foreskin's a normal, healthy, valuable part of the human body, and it should be your choice how much of your genitals you get to keep. And the European medical community has condemned American doctors for tampering with the of perfectly healthy baby boys. So we encourage American parents to educate themselves about the structure and function of the human foreskin so that they have the confidence to protect their children from the doctors who want to cut off parts of their. Well, it's an ancient blood ritual, but it did not come to the United States until the late 1800s, and this was because doctors at that time did not understand the germ theory of disease. They had this nervous excitation theory where they said, if you touch yourself too much, you'll go insane. They had all these ridiculous ideas. So that's why it started in the late 1800s, and it's just been looking for an excuse to continue, but it's a destructive ancient blood ritual, and it has no place in the modern world. Any body part can get dirty or diseased, but that doesn't justify amputating perfectly healthy, perfectly clean body parts. And it's not at all difficult to clean the genitals. There is no proper age range to cut off someone's foreskin without his consent. It's just a very destructive thing to do to the human genitals. Any doctor who amputates the foreskin of a healthy child is either uneducated about the functions of the foreskin or is doing something evil. The parent cannot consent to amputation of other normal healthy body parts just because they feel like they should. They can't gouge out an eyeball. They can't cut off their baby's foot. They should not be allowed to cut off part of their baby's genitals. It's just totally bizarre. And it didn't used to be that way. Before the 1800s, it was a man's choice how much of his genitals he would keep in the United States. And in the early 1900s, it was the doctors who would often amputate it without even asking the parents. And so it's just a really strange coincidence right now. It's just a strange situation in the US. When parents understand the value of the foreskin, they protect their children from foreskin amputation. It's all about consent, so it should be your choice how much of your genitals you get to keep. We are on a week-long tour of Southern Nevada. We will be on the Las Vegas Strip this afternoon, and we will be down closer to the stadium this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There will be large crowds there, and we will be spreading foreskin awareness to the people of the United States and the people of Las Vegas so that they are able to understand foreskin and then protect their children.
If you are interested in learning new ways to keep your garden neat and green, the University of Nevada Extension is hosting classes to help teach you the necessary gardening tips.
Confronting challenges like legal matters, recent incarceration, or probation? We've been there. Download the Been There Life Coaching app. Our life coaches are here to help you map out your journey forward. Been There Life Coaching app, a sponsor of Positive Pahrump.
Hello, this is Heather Freeman from the University of Nevada Extension Master Gardener Program, letting you know that we are going to have 2 composting classes in February. The first one will be Saturday, February 17th from 9 until noon, and that one is on Zoom. You'll have to sign up on Eventbrite through a link that will be on the slide. It's hosted by Elaine Fagan, and that one's going to be totally on Zoom. The next one will be on Tuesday, February 27th from 6 to 8 p.m., and that one is on vermicomposting using worms. That one is also on Zoom, so you can watch it from the comfort of your own home, or if you want to come in person, we're going to have a watch party at the Extension office in Pahrump. The one on Saturday the 17th will cost you $10. The one on February 27th will be free. But if you're going to come to the office, please let me know in advance. Our office is at 1651 East Calvada. That's at Calvada and Dandelion. And contact information to let me know you're coming. You can email me at heatherf@unr.edu or send me a text at 775-990-8322. Thank you.
Here's Mikey with your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM-TV. It's Super Bowl weekend! Yay! So exciting. The famous Budweiser Clydesdale stopped by the South Point Sportsbook on Thursday. Looks like they were making bets for the Super Bowl, maybe even the Kentucky Derby. Vegas Golden Knights were in Arizona yesterday, taking on the Coyotes. Got some highlights for you. Oops, turnover. Ian Barbashev to Jonathan Marchessault. opening minute goal. That's Marcia Schultz. 9th goal in 9 games. 1 minute later, Nicholas Haig makes it 2-0. Still in the first period, the Golden Knights lead cut in half. Not for long. Chandler Stevenson makes it 3-1. Golden Knights go on to win 3-2. They welcome the Minnesota Wild on Monday. 3-time WNBA MVP Candace Parker is returning to the Las Vegas Aces for the 2024 season. Parker will return for her 17th season in the league and second as a member of the Aces. Pahrump Valley Trojans had 3 of their senior athletes signed to play sports at the college level. Brennan Benedict will be playing football for the Lincoln University Oaklanders in Oakland, California. Avery Moore has committed to play soccer for the University of Nevada Reno Wolfpack in Reno. And Emily Lewis is off to Barrera, Ohio as a soccer player at Baldwin Wallace as a Yellow Jacket. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
We'll have your Classic Country Breakfast with Mikey after the break.
It's 2024 and it's time to start something new. At Saida Trudeau, we are having a Start Something New sales event all month long. You can save thousands on all leftover new 2023s and every new 2024 in stock. I'm talking about every new Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500. Every brand new Chrysler Pacifica and 300. You can save big on all new 2023 Jeep Wrangler 4xEs. Every new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, Jeep Compass, and every brand new 2024 Wagoneer. We have Nye County's largest inventory, but if you don't see what you are looking for, let us find the right one for you. At Saida Trudeau, we don't use bait and switch tactic. We treat you like a friend and a neighbor. Come and see the difference for yourself with the Start Something New sales event going on now at Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
We want only to be the best.
The hardware store that has it all. Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware. Quality tools including a massive channel lock product line, plumbing, indoor and outdoor growing supplies, custom hydraulic hoses, custom paint matching, key cutting. And we're more than just hardware. A huge hobby and art department, homeopathic remedies, Myers Natural Cleaning Products, Duke Cannon men's products, gourmet nuts and licorice, local honey and bee pollen, and all kinds of unique gifts. Shop local, everything. If you don't see it, we can get it at Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware.
Not sure where to turn to answer all your Medicare questions? Well, visit the Medicare Resource Center. In fact, you'll get a complimentary pie for every plan review we do. No obligation at all. Just come and visit us at the Medicare Resource Centers. Our friendly agents will be here to help you and answer all of your questions. Don't forget, we're local. We know our local market, we know the local doctors, we know the local plans.
Hey guys, Lowside Cigar Lounge here with Pahrump's only premium tobacco lounge. We are celebrating the big game of 2024 with a party and bottle share starting at 3 p.m. February 11th. Root for your team's victory from the comfort of our lounge recliners after browsing our 300+ options in the walk-in humidor. With food provided and a halftime drawing for a free 5-pack, we're located on the corner of Pahrump Valley Boulevard in Calvada. Mark your calendars and we'll see you there. Stay smoky.
Mom's Diner, the heart of Pahrump, is open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Something fun is always happening here, from the arrival of classic antique cars to watching the diner enjoy a Momstrosity burger. The food is so good, you'll think they stole your mama. Mom's Diner is open daily from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 1242 East State Street, number 100. Dine in or take out. Call 775-751-9929.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back to News 25. Well, now here is Mikey to tell us what's cooking on Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday.
Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, we'll pay tribute to country music legend Toby Keith, who passed away on Monday. The Toby Keith tribute will air Saturday, February 10th at 6 p.m. Then it'll re-air Sunday morning at 7, right before Classic Country Breakfast, where we celebrate Garth Brooks. who was born on February 7th. Born on February 9th, Ernest Tubbs will celebrate him. Also, my special guest, T.G. Shepard, calls the show and talks about his new single with his wife Kelly Lang, the Shania Twain remake of Still the One. He talks about his influences and how he became friends with Elvis Presley.
I met Elvis when I was 15, Michael. I was at a skating rink after running away from home in Memphis and bumped into him outside the skating rink, and the lights were off and Cadillacs pulled up, and he gets out of the car and walks over to me and asked me if I would join him in skating. And I went in and skated for 3 or 4 hours with he and the Mafia. And after that, we went to Graceland and had the famous peanut butter and banana sandwich. And that was the start of a friendship that actually lasted until the day he passed. He was a dear, dear friend. And why me? I don't know. I've often wondered, why did I become friends, or how did that happen, or why did it happen?
Coming up this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio and streaming at www.kpvm.tv, channel 25.8.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, it's looking cloudy and majestic with snow on top of Mount Charleston. Mikey has your weather forecast coming up next.
Thank you, Pahrump, for once again voting the Auto Plaza #1 in vehicle sales and service, now 5 years in a row. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving the community now for 18 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the road, or visit PahrumpCars.com.
What's something you should know about Valley Electric Association? We're focused on our community right here in Pahrump. We're a member-owned co-op that's doing big things, like providing more opportunities for the people who call our town home. We're talking about more jobs in our neighborhoods, where they belong, and that's how we make a stronger Pahrump. In other words, together, we're doing powerful things. Visit us at vea.coop to learn more.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. We've been honored to be recognized by Best of Las Vegas and receive the Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and to your mobile device at www.kpvm.tv. Let's check out this weather map. Fernley saw 41 degrees, 43 in Fallon. Carson City also saw 41 degrees, 34 in Tonopah. That's pretty cold. Goldfield, 36, not much better. Beatty, 44 degrees. Amargosa, 51. Las Vegas, 48. And in Death Valley, 60 degrees. Kind of nice. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 46 degrees. We hit 48 just a little bit earlier. Winds out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity up to 62%. The sun rose this morning at 6:38, setting this evening at 5:16. Under cloudy skies, we go to a low of 35 degrees. Humidity, 73%. You'd think there'd be clouds, but no, there's no clouds. The sun will come out tomorrow. Sunshine throughout most of the week. Thursday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, but the temperature into the 60s. Friday looks nice too. Back to the desk. Here's Dave and Rory.
Thank you, Mikey. Well, that wraps up this edition of News 25. I'm David Preston.
And I'm Rory Rossell. We will see you on the next newscast.
Have a great weekend.
Good night.
The future of golf is here. The coolest driver on the planet, Jack Ham. World's longest driver has done it again. The Hammer Turbo Air. It's all speed.
You're watching News 25.